Keep telling y'all that Section 8 and food stamps is a trap. You know how many people so thirsty to get this and don't know what you have to go through to be on Section 8?
Welcome back to the channel. Talking to those of you able-bodied people that are on Section 8. It's a trap. I'm going to show some different opinions like this young lady here, explain it to you all, the negative long-term effects that this program has if you don't utilize it the right way. Not here to knock anybody that's on it, but if you're able-bodied, it's a cancer. And you really don't understand what it's doing to you and your children, the next generation. So if you disagree, put it down in the comment section. Only thing I ask is that we be respectful. There you go.
A lot of you who are on Section 8 be fumbling the bag. Do you know if you're on Section 8, you could go to school for free? You could qualify for food stamps. You could get so much assistance. Get your life together and get off the program. Section 8 is not designed for you to be on it for the rest of your life, and then you think the flex is to pass it down to your children. That is not a flex, mommy. It's not. And I'm here to let you know that it's not. Depending on what you're going to school for, I say you should be on Section 8 no more than 6 years.
A couple of things I want to address about the Section 8 program and those of you that are on it. I've known people on Section 8, and to a person, able-bodied, young women are the folks that I'm talking about with kids, very intelligent, not a dummy in the pack, okay? And so it always blew my mind that these folks would, as I like to say, limit their lifestyle. Not trying to keep up with the Joneses or anything of that nature, but living in places that aren't the optimal for anyone to live in, let alone kids. Just being in an environment around people that have that same mindset, very detrimental. And so I asked myself, why would somebody that's able-bodied choose to put themselves in that situation? And over a lot of conversations and years and me just sitting and thinking about it, I've only come up to one thing. And it's because those folks are lazy. Laziness is a cancer, man. And it's the underlying root in a lot of these videos that we see from folks living in their car, able-bodied, young people living in their cars. If you listen, the root is laziness. A lot of you guys will say rent is too high and this and that. And throughout my life, and I'm sure yours, there have been challenges. I can only speak for myself. When I have humbled myself, turned from my wicked ways, worked hard, and over time, my situation changed. If you're honest, ask yourself this. Are you lazy, or is it really the environment that you're in? Because if it's the environment, we can solve for that problem. But if you're lazy, it doesn't matter where you are because you're there.
You know, the first year is like, I was paying like $3,000 in rent, and now I'm paying like $200-$300. Like, let me breathe a little bit. I bet. All right. Take a couple of months to realize, all right, I ain't got to be paying so much rent, and then let's get to it. What's the plan? What is the plan? We going to school. We going to get some trades, because this is not a long-term thing. And this is what happens when you be so happy to be on this Section 8 program, and then y'all want to stay on it, and then 10 years later, you still on it and you ain't do nothing. And I'm not making this video because people are going back and forth talking about, oh, people need to get off the program, or you lazy, you this, you that. Everybody's situation is different, and I get that. Some people are on Section 8 for so many different reasons, even health issues. So if it's that, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the people who are able to get up and work, and you're choosing not to.
Let's deal with the circumstances. What I'm not talking about are elderly people. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of elderly people that were lazy all their life, but they're elderly now. Okay. And so we got to take care of the babies and the elders. That's just something that should be in you. It blows my mind today that a lot of younger folks, their mindset as it pertains to babies, a lot of folks making babies and ain't taking care of them, and elders. It's crazy, but that's just me. You're an older person. You need some assistance because you can't really get out here and get it anymore, right? And so, as long as you haven't been a menace to society and you've gotten to an age where obviously you slowed down and you can't keep up anymore, we need to look out for you. Now, the caveat I would say to that is this: don't mean you're going to be living in Holly Heights. Your needs will be met. And so, if you've not invested and put into a system over your lifetime and you YOLO like a lot of these younger folks that I'm talking to are wanting to do now, then you go over there, you got something to eat, it's clean, it's safe. That's all you get. You can't be complaining about that because that is the return. That's what you're reaping from what you've sown. Now, the next circumstance are children. And this is what a lot of able-bodied people that are on this program like to use to appeal to people's emotions. Well, what about the kids? Well, I'm looking at a lot of these kids that a lot of you folks that aren't working and you don't realize your children are the mirror. That's your report card. That's your work. A lot of y'all need to get fired. Just gonna keep it a buck with you. Okay? A lot of you need to get fired. And so, but with that said, we still got to look out for the kids, right? What does that mean? Clean, safe, shelter, got to get some food to eat because they didn't ask to be here. If your parents is trifling, they trifling, okay? Just what it is. Now, if you are mentally or physically disabled, not y'all trying to get on the system, CPAP machines, and I ain't even gonna go into it. You can hear her language that she's using in this video, and she's a very intelligent person because she knows how to play the game. Notice the first two videos, and this is a rabbit trail, but this is for you guys trying to make content. There's certain videos, there's certain looks that the algorithm is gonna push out. Attention equals money. Where the attention goes, the money flows. So notice they got the bonnets or something on their head. Because if she just came and spoke in a manner that she's capable of, a lot of you guys probably won't listen. So I'm not knocking her because now I know the game now, right? Folks love drama and BS. And when you try to give knowledge, meat, and get them off the milk, a lot of folks don't want that. So she's playing the game, but let me digress. It's so if the children are taken care of, the elders are taken care of, and you truly have a disability, a real disability, not one that you're conjuring up to get a check, well, then we got to look out for you too. But she's calling out a bunch of people. Sis, she's calling out a lot of sisters, and I'm not on race because there's a lot of different hues, a different ethnicities that are trapped by this program. So she mentioned 6 years. 6 years is too long for able-bodied people. If you do anything for 6 years, it's a habit. Habits are hard to break. I know I got some bad habits I'm trying to break now, and it's going to be a lifelong fight. So I like the 2-year term limits that have been around for a lot of years, 20 plus years, but the politicians that want certain votes, they don't enforce them. With that being said, 6 years is too long. So I might make a concession for 4 years because if you're someone on this program, before we move forward, you don't need to get out of the workforce for 6 years. That's a long time. Some of you young folks getting ready to go to college, you really need to think about that, especially in the day and age that we're in where things are changing. Moore's Law is in full effect. If you unplug yourself for 6 years, working on something, when you get out with that piece of paper, you're going to be hollering and screaming about how unfair it is, like a lot of folks that have graduated over the last 4 years. Talk to some of the people that have just recently graduated and see the challenges that they're having and realize where the money is being made now. So 6 years is too long. The average on Section 8, SNAP, whatever you want to call it, for 15 years. That's a generation. That's why we have a lot of these young folks now that don't want to work, because the kids do what they see, not what you say. Am I wrong? Am I ticking you off? Good. Let me know where I missed it. Just be respectful.
Let this video be a word or words of encouragement to get up and do something with yourself. Go out here and get a degree. You can get it for free. It's never too late to go to school. Suffolk County right now got a program called the Reconnect program. You can go to school for free. You could qualify for so many grants. The Pell Grant, TAP, where you can go to school and then you know you're going to get a little cut of that money after they pay what they got to pay for the school. They're going to send you a check right through Bank Mobile. Like, stop playing. Section 8 is not a flex for long term. Yes, it's a flex in the beginning. But you get out here and you get you a trade. You go to school. Boom. You finish. It's not a lifetime thing and then you think you're going to pass it down to your kid and your kid's going to pass it down to your kids. No, we need to break the cycle, because all it's going to do is just keep you like here. You want to be here. Section 8 and food stamps and the government assistance is going to keep you here.
Boom. You have mentally put a cap, a limit on living and having people come in and see who's in your house. And you have to do all these nefarious things. The computing power, the connectivity is killing all of that, if you haven't noticed. And now you got to get off the sideline. And it's just like exercising anything else. You've been watching and yelling from the bleachers, run, shoot the ball. But see, when you get on the field, you can't breathe because you're out of shape. Take this opportunity. Listen to these young women that are telling you. And if I'm talking to you right now, the one that's tight, getting ready to light me up in the comment section, hear what the bruh's saying. Hear what Rob is saying. Hear what Unc is saying to you. Not talking down at you. Trying to hold you accountable. Get up, get out, and get something. Now, this young lady, I want to save her for last because she's in a decision period now. I want you to listen to what she's saying.
Hey guys, so Section 8 is giving me 60 days to decide whether I want to keep my voucher or if I want to just walk away from it. There's a disclaimer. This video isn't to bash anybody who is on it, who's still on it, or who's looking forward to getting on it, or anybody of that nature. I just wanted to get on here and say that I have learned over the past 3 years since I've been on it that it's designed to keep a lot of us stuck. Now, I'm not going to say that all of us want the same thing, because everybody direction in life is totally different. However, before I got on it, it was, when it came to me, I knew and I felt like it was a blessing, which it was, right? I had a plan. I had a goal to get on it, move out of my city that I grew up in, to maybe be in a better environment for me and my child, and to just allow him to have like a better option of schools and things like that. So I moved away from my city with my Section 8, which was a blessing. And I was able to, me and my son was able to learn new things. We was able to see, different things and stuff like that. We was able to be in a community that was absolutely safe for us, right? From where we've come from. However, as I got to the second year, I started to realize that it was sort of a way to try and hold me back.
60 days, I got to make a decision. And a lot of us, it's decision time. It's decision time in a lot of different areas of life. But in the context of this video, Section 8, you need to make a decision, because the powers that be are changing the rules. And the sooner you can make the decision, the better. Number 2, sounds like for her, the Section 8 help was an opportunity for her to change the environment. I mentioned it earlier. I alluded to it earlier. If you're in the same environment with people that have the race to the bottom mentality, the boom, the flex, the play, I'm going to get over. I'm going to keep myself here so I don't have to work. If you're around those people, it's almost impossible. You would almost be a miracle for you to come out of a situation like that and have a different mindset, because you are a product of your environment. So this program allowed her to move to a different location. This is probably why she has a different outlook, because now when you get around folks that are doing what you need or what they need to do, nothing extraordinary, just everyday grown up type stuff, then you can see things differently. I like the fact that she said her child, her son. Now, I don't know what a daddy at, right? Because it takes two to make them. But that's a whole nother video, right? But hopefully her son is able to see a different environment and change his mindset. It's about the next generation. This is why they call these things generational curses. And folks are passing down, even if it's not the physical Section 8 voucher, the mindset is being passed down. It's crazy work. But now she's understanding. You could just tell in the conversation. We don't have a bonnet on. She's just spitting the facts and testifying about her situation. This is what I want to challenge you with. Section 8 is a trap. And you have limited yourself. And hopefully you've not atrophied to the point where you can't get out here and get back in the mix, because time is coming to where you're going to have to make a decision. You can't sit and hide anymore. The light has been turned on and all the bugs have been identified. You can't freeze. You're going to have to move. So I didn't say you have to buy a house. For all of those that are going to say, well, he's in the house. I'm a lender. My NMLS license number is 180100. If you do want to buy a house, you could click the link in the description. Let's have a conversation so that we can see where you are in the process to becoming a homeowner, if that's what you want to do. That aside, I'm talking to those of you that are stuck in this program, that are able-bodied, young people, nothing wrong. You got to make that decision, because they're going to make it for you. And rent is going up. Groceries are going up. The phone bill is going up. Everything is going up. But your mindset has been capped, limited down here for 1 to 15 years. And you're going to be in trouble, man. It's going to be a mess out here. I don't want that to happen to you. So what do? You humble yourself. How do you humble yourself? You say, you know what? I am lazy. I have been sitting on the sideline because I don't want to work. That's number one, admitting it, right? Number two, now, if you're in the program and you're still there, what services do you have that are available to you so that you can retrain or get a trade or go to school for something that has marketability in the future? Not another program for you to go hide for 6 years because you don't want to work, because work is coming. And this compute power and things being connected, all of the inefficiencies are being identified. You get it? So something a little different, something that I'm seeing, I hear, and this is just a trumpet. I'm sounding a trumpet because I don't want you to be caught off guard. For real, for real. Or should I say seriously? Be good to one another. Let grace abound. Again, be respectful in the comment section or you'll be out of here. We don't have time for immature, emotional people. Get angry, but sin not. Indeed. Stay blessed.